Well, good morning again from the allotment. The sun is shining. It's been raining all morning, but we've just popped down here now just to start piling more rubbish up. We took a car full the other day and a van load of rubbish, and it's not even made a dent. You can still see there's a lot of plastic. We're concentrating on taking the plastic first, and then we're putting the metal all in like one pile. Phil from down the road's been taking the metal, so I'm going to tidy the pile up today and add to it. So some of the metal's gone down, and so this was stacked up to the top of this fence, so as you've seen from the last video. So I'm pretty sure more weeds and stuff keep getting dumped. Every time I turn up it looks like there's more stuff. Jed's been taking this shed down. He's been a godsend, bless him. He's took all this shed down as well, so we can start getting at the back of this fence. And I don't know what he's doing there, but he's doing something, because there's a breeze block wall going up. You could have put some mortar in there, Jed, but it looks level. But yeah, that's going up. So he's making use of obviously the materials that we're finding on there. There's a pile of breeze block over there, and we've got tiles and tiles. So yeah, there's just a lot of rubbish that you move something from, like it looks like you get somewhere and then it looks 10 times worse. When you start like taking more sheds down and stuff. We've got piles of wood there to burn, which is not an issue. Burn it on the right day, but right now it's about clearing some of the actual rubbish and getting it gone, rather than just moving it from one space to another. That's the main problem, is like obviously there's only so many fires we can have in a short space of time. And there's only so much space that we can move stuff from one place to another. So now we need to move it and get it gone. So today I will fill my van full of rubbish. And because I can't get extra permits on in the skip, what I'll do is I'll fill my van before I go today. And I'll then transfer it all into my car. And then I'll go backwards and forwards to the skip in the car. I think that's the cheapest way of doing it. I want to get all these tiles moved. All them, I want to get moved to at least down the side of this area. So I want to pull all them boards out ready for burning. Keep the metal drums, because then, like, you know, I can have a fire bin just like that one, and Jed can have one. We only need to drill a couple of holes in them. But yeah, then there's bags of rubbish here. Pretty sure there's asbestos in some of the bags. I think that needs to go in the asbestos pile over there for the council to collect. But yeah, it's just rooting through all this stuff. That's the issue, isn't it? Finding all the metal and getting all the little bits out, and stuff that can be weighed in and stuff that could be scrapped. So I think once we get certain piles done, all plastic piles like ready for the skip, you know, it'll look a little bit better. Should be here shortly. He'll have to take his pigeons after dark, and we're meeting with the council at 11. So yeah, I have seen a couple of birds going in and out of here. What I don't want them to do is start nesting in here, and then when it comes July, which is only 2 months after the old bird season, when this gets ripped down to be burnt, I don't want any birds nesting in here, because it'll put a spanner in the works for me. But it's just a shame that everything here's got woodworm. Because you could reuse some of the perches and that. Like that's full, you can see all the woodworm. You could have reused some of the perches and that, but nothing is reusable in this shed now. Apart from obviously the nest bowls. The nest bowls would be alright soaked, but nothing's really reusable. Probably reuse some of this metal, to be fair, like for an aviary panel, but even them perches, they look well. But I'm pretty sure Jed said they were full of woodworm. They're just starting, aren't they? They're not full, but they're just starting. There's bits and bobs. the top pieces that are untreated timber, you can see it's got woodworm, and you can see how brittle it makes the wood. It makes it like dust, you can see the powder. So it's an absolute, it's detrimental to your pigeon lofts and that if you've got woodworm. So you don't want to be taking any of this home to your other lofts or not anything like that. But you can buy treatment in Screwfix. I think it's about £25 for 5 litres. You can buy treatment, you can spray it all. I'm just having a look if there's any bits of metal that needs to come out of this shed as well. See, there's nothing wrong with them people boxes as well. Apart from you wouldn't want the woodworm. There's cat shit in here. It's going to be a task and a half to take this down, but we need to get a fence up behind the plot before we even consider taking it down. I'm having a problem at the minute with a cat at home. I had one of my young ones the other day, and I need to find myself a male kitten. So if anyone's got any male kittens looking for a good home, let me know, because I do believe the best way of dealing with cats is to have your own, and the same way with hawks as well. The best way of dealing with hawks, if you had your own falcon and you flew around, cleared the sky before you even let your young ones out, then you could potentially eradicate the peregrine strike as well. Jed's just got here now, so I'm going to go and have a word with him, and then I'll start moving some of this pile of rubbish. Well, don't I feel like I've neglected you? I've not been doing much over the allotment because I've been busy with growing food for people in need. But my young birds are doing well. A little bit of update on the broken in pigeons, because a lot of people have been asking in the comments. I rehomed the broken in pigeons. The only one I kept back was the 10-year-old, because obviously, let's face it, he shouldn't have really been racing a 10-year-old, but he made it back. And the only reason I sent him because he wasn't filling. Now, I locked him in the box with this hen, this Sagan hen, and he has filled 2 eggs, and they're looking lovely. And there he is. They do need cleaning out. There he is. There's the 10-year-old. He's actually topped the fed and won plenty of club prizes for the old owner, and that's why when he wasn't filling we thought I'll just throw him in the races, because what else can I do with him? But then he has filled. So now obviously he deserves a place to stay in now, doesn't he? Let's face it. He sent 4 races. He was my first pigeon back for 3 of them, and on the 4th one he was my second pigeon back, and I just thought, you know, he's fit as a fiddle, do you know what I mean? And I just don't know whether he wasn't filling, whether it was something to do with the hen or I don't know. This cock, my clubmate brought this back. I sold this to my clubmate. This is a direct Mark Evans pigeon, and he's not filled this year, so I'm going to give him a little bit of a break. I'm going to trim the vents and see if I can get him to fill for next year, well, November time. This year I'm not waiting until February to breed, because it does my head in. Don't know if you can hear me properly with the wind, but we'll keep going. To have the young birds moved by about February and be done with it, do you know what I mean? But I've still got young ones in the nest, as you can see. I'm still weaning some over. It's been my first year starting back up. I thought, do you know what, we'll breed 60, 70 young ones, and we'll see how we get on with that. Did have a chap, Paul from down Stoke, who's bred me 2. They are lovely young ones, and they're the only young ones that we've really brought in, apart from the young white trapper that we've got off Jed, which is obviously half fantail anyway. This is the second team of young ones. This one off Paul, and the other one off Paul down there. And these ones, I've just moved these over. They're a little bit younger, they are covered under the wings. But I've moved a couple of hens over with them because I've got someone looking after my birds for a week, so trying to make things a little bit easier on him. But yeah, these are the later young ones, apart from obviously, as I say, a couple of old hens with them. This one was actually born
Very, very stumpy back toes. Now, lovely little pigeon, but no back toes. Let's see if we can get a close-up. They were through the Ronnie Dodd pigeons, so I don't know, because obviously I didn't have any pedigrees or nothing with them. So I actually don't know if obviously they were inbred or what the problem was there, unless it's just genuinely a birth defect. These are team one of the young birds. These are flying for about a good hour and a half now. Small group of them even fly for up to 2 hours. But they're heavily in the wing now, they're casting the flights. She is, we nicknamed her the 3 hour, because she goes off on her own. She flies the skies out, darting round, 3 hours. Every time she goes out pretty much. But she won't fly with the batch. She flies on her own. Now there was a pigeon years ago called Breakaway. Was that a Marden pigeon, was it? Or let me know in the comments if you can remember what Breakaway was. But yeah, she's half band and bull, half Gabby band and veal. I'm going to nip over the allotment just to see Jed's progress. I'm going to take yous with me. I've not done much on there apart from going over and spraying the weeds. But yeah, we'll go and have a little look how Jed's been getting on. It's still a mess, I know that for a fact. I can't remember without looking back on the last video to see where we're up to with the progress on YouTube. So yeah, I'll go over, I'll have a little look. I'll do a little bit of film and just see where we're up to. It's like magic. I'm here already. Well, I got out my van and I thought, that was a rat. It come running. Right underneath my van, like pretty much underneath my feet. And now it's just walking along the fence in front of me. Disturbing the dogs. Jed has been working really hard here. And I wanted to come over to see where it's sprayed with the weed killer and see what it's affected and what it hasn't. And it is doing its job. I think it was a diamond that we used, and it's completely unalived the bindweed, but it's not made an impact on much else, to be honest. So yeah, it's still looking a mess, as you can see. I did spray that. That's started to kill the bindweed. Bindweed over here is all gone. The grass that was all there was green. That started to go. And it has made a bit of an impact on the bramble. So yeah, it's still an absolute tip. But it's my fault, because when you see Jed's side in a minute, you'll realise that, you know, he's been working hard. So obviously Jed's already got sheds up, and he's in the process of building another one. He's even been grafted on this side, he's been digging all this out. Hopefully to clear an area to burn it all and stuff. So I'm away for a week and then I'm going to jump back on this. I just didn't want to disturb, obviously, the neighbours with racing and stuff. And then I was like, oh, well, now Jed's got young birds on here. Like, they'll wait now till the end of the season before I start taking that big loft down. But Jed just said he was going to start taking it down bit by bit anyway. So I think that what the plan is if we get up and take all the metal sheets off and then we make the fence behind it, because currently there's no fence behind that shed. We could actually get the shed part that's closest to Jed's down, because that wouldn't affect the neighbours, and it wouldn't affect his young birds as such, because it'd be done before the young birds start racing. So that could be an option. And then obviously get a load of tip runs done. I mean, I'm having to load it in my van currently, and then take it home, put it in the car, and then go to skip, because obviously six permits a year. I mean, I do six van loads of this in a day. But as I say, I've been so busy sorting the allotments out, the other allotments, and setting up the new land, that obviously it's been taking up all my time. Now, once everything's planted, it's planting plot 1 and plot 2. I mean, this is allotment number 6 for me. And I've also got a bowling green that we've just secured, and we're turning that into an allotment. So we've been building a polytunnel on that. Some beds, we're just waiting on more compost. We've got courgettes and that planted in there at the minute, courgettes, pumpkins, squashes. So yeah, it's about just freeing up time, and this was never going to be a quick fix. Obviously, when you've seen the videos at the start, if you've been watching and following the journey, then it was a quick fix to get it down to the point of where at least Jed could get young birds on here for racing, which has been achieved, you know what I mean? So the neighbour at the end is meant to be taking all this metal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pile it up down the bottom. I'm going to get permission off the council to pile it up down the bottom and see if he still wants to take it. If not, I will get a scrap guy to come and take it. I'm going to get 1 permit on the van to make sure I can get rid of all these big bins and stuff. I mean, they could be reused, the blue ones. People are always looking for a spare bin, but the green one's got a hole in it, and I don't think it's even got wheels on it. Need to safely dispose of these gas bottles, and we need to finish getting these sheds down. Now, Jed's obviously took these sheds down. I haven't. So now that he's took it down, and it's got a bit wet, the droppings, as you can see how high it was, then it's going to be easier to fork out. And then once we get to the stage of where we can get a digger in, once all the rubbish is gone, then, you know, that can just be spread and mixed in with the soil when we grade it off. The fence up down here to make it a bit more secure, and Jed's bordered that corner in. I think we're keeping this tree, although I have read that these sycamores, which is the helicopters, are toxic to pigeons, so I don't know if it's viable for it to stay or not, but they do grow massive. That's what I've got behind my shed. Still waiting for the council to pick up the asbestos, but obviously they're not going to do that until they've got clear access to come in where it's safe to do so. It's a shame with them, because what could you do with them? They're solid, they're galvanised. But what could you actually do with them? I've been picking sheds up with Jed on the trailer. We got a trailer given to us the other week, and I've stored that on my new land. So we've been going taking sheds down. So there's a shed there that he's not put up yet. He's in the process of building this one. I believe he wasn't happy with the side, whether he's going to change that or not. Just waiting for any tongue and groove. So if anyone's got any tongue and groove spare, drop a comment, and I'm sure if it's local enough, Jed will pick it up. He's got his young bird loft, and then he's just doing this old bird loft now. I presume it's an old bird loft. I still need to get a chainsaw to cut this down. My chainsaw is now broke. The chain came off it snapped. I ordered the chain. The nut's now rounded off, so yeah, we do need a decent chainsaw. But he's been working hard digging all this out, because I presume this is going to be his vegetable patch as well. He's going to have a little vegetable patch here. He's got some, what are they? I don't want to walk on it, he's got seeds in. The cauliflowers, are they, or the cabbages?
think they were collies.
Not too sure. But he's got a couple in. He will have to get a net over them. Mine gets destroyed on the other allotments. Yeah, the shed's alright, isn't it? You know, it's got a sliding window on it, it's got its board on it. He's been working hard on this section. He's upcycled some of the louvers. Plenty of ventilation is what you need, isn't it? I won't go into his sheds, I don't want to disturb his young birds. They're on the dark. I obviously wouldn't go in his sheds without permission anyway, this is his allotment. Mine's on the other side. But I don't know whether these are newly dumped or he's just found these. A nightmare with cats. I've just noticed the tabby there. It's only a young one, I think that's the one he's saying, but I don't know if they're breeding underneath the shed because they always go underneath that. Constantly running through this gap and into there. For anyone that's not seen this, absolute mess. I don't know, what have you been taking down, Jed? Where's this come from? Has this come off here? Must have done. But yeah, it's still dry. It's an absolute state, isn't it? I wouldn't mind if they were breeding because I've been having a problem with a cat at mine. Now, my young birds, I've lost one to a cat and I've lost one flying around the loft the other day. They went off ranging and it was that really heavy rain that we had and we were two missing and one come back the next morning and I've not seen the other one since, so whether it's gone down or whether something's had it or it's hit a wire or whatever, but it was a really heavy downpour and it was black, the sky. So, but yeah, I just wanted to come over, do a little video, a little bit of an update. So it's not much of an update, but you know, we will be getting cracking with it soon and I will be documenting the whole young bird racing programme from like next week, the week after when I start training, and we'll document it all. So hit that subscribe button, like this video, drop us a comment, and yeah, we'll see you soon.